What's up guys, David here, and the speed test that has been 8 years in the making is finally here, as today we're pitting the first ever phone by Google and the Google Pixel XL up against the reigning speed test champion, the iPhone 7 Plus. Taking a look at the spec sheet, the Pixel XL is packing the new Snapdragon 821 chip with 4GB of RAM, while the iPhone 7 Plus comes with the A10 Fusion chip with 3GB of RAM. But again, specs are just specs, and that's why we do these speed tests. But before we get into it, I want to give a big shout out to DollarShaveClub.com for sponsoring today's video. So with Dollar Shave Club, you don't need to choose between price and quality to get an amazing shave. DollarShaveClub.com delivers high quality razors right to your doorstep, so you don't have to deal with the hassle of going to your local drugstore. And they do it for a third of the price of what the greedy razor corporations charge. Just go to DollarShaveClub.com, pick a razor that works for you, and that's really all there is to it. Here's your chance to see why over 3 million members like me love Dollar Shave Club. Dollar Shave Club is so confident in the quality of all their products, now you can get the first month of the club for free, just pay shipping. After that, it's just a few bucks a month. No long-term commitments, no hidden fees. There's no reason not to do it. Get yours at dollarshaveclub.com/buff. That's dollarshaveclub.com/buff. All right, let's get right into it. Alright, you know the drill. We'll kick things off by starting the stopwatches on each phone, where the Google Pixel XL in its quick animations gets the step over the iPhone 7 Plus, if only by a fraction of a second, as it blows through the first row of system apps and is already halfway through the second row working on Photoshop Mix. But as you can see, the iPhone 7 Plus loads the heavier Photoshop Mix app much faster and is already moving on to Lapse It, where due to popular demand, we've actually shortened the video being time-lapsed here from one that was 120 frames long to about a fifth of that at 25 frames, so that way this one single task doesn't make all the difference in the speed test. But either way, the Google Pixel XL really struggled on processing that time lapse, allowing the iPhone 7 Plus to pull a full app ahead. In fact, when I compared the Pixel XL in Lapse It to my OnePlus 3, it was actually slower despite having the newer Snapdragon 821 chip, which due to being underclocked, unfortunately doesn't seem to offer any performance gains over the Snapdragon 820 like you'd expect. So with the iPhone 7 Plus loading Subway Surfers a full 6 seconds faster and loading Flip Dabbing a full 4 seconds faster, it pulls ahead by about 2.5 apps as it starts working on the last leg of this first lap, finishing up with Spotify and moving on to ESPN. So based off what we have seen so far, it seems like when the Google Pixel XL is faster in loading up an app like it was in Facebook and Snapchat, it's only faster by a split second at most. But when the iPhone 7 Plus is faster, the difference is much more significant, with it being anywhere from 2 seconds faster to 9 seconds faster, all of which have added up to its lead, with it finishing the first lap with a time of 1 minute and 24 seconds, with the Pixel XL loading both ESPN and Netflix 2 seconds slower than the 7 Plus did, putting it even further behind as it works on loading both the mobile and full versions of the Amazon website, finishing the first lap 23 seconds later with a time of 1 minute and 47 seconds. With its 3GB of RAM, the iPhone 7 Plus kept all the apps open in the background, completing the speed test in 1 minute and 55 seconds, as the Google Pixel XL is struggling a bit with it having to reload both Facebook and Snapchat. However, it does have Photoshop Mix and Lapse It open, but unfortunately it doesn't keep Subway Surfers ready to go, so this is going to cost it even more here in the speed test. So we'll fast forward to see whether or not the Pixel XL keeps the other apps open, which it does not. So disappointing results here in the second lap. You kind of wish that Google would have included 6GB of RAM instead of only 4 on their flagship smartphone, especially when you consider that a phone like the OnePlus 3 has 6GB of RAM despite being $300 cheaper. But either way, the Google Pixel completes the speed test with a time of 3 minutes and 5 seconds, making the winner and still PhoneBuff style speed test champ the iPhone 7 Plus. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the very next episode.